Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Charlotte 49ers, Jerry Richardson Stadium, and the fans have been filling this one up in anticipation of this clash. Today's matchup, a battle in the old North State, a contest between a pair of teams from the state of North Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tarheels, taking on a team from the American, the Charlotte 49ers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Tar Heels will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Charlotte 49ers offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him, and I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jess, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
The 49ers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. On the move, it's Stokes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the 49ers have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
The 49ers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield, it's Harrell. Pocket breaking down. Snagged in the middle, it's McGowan. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Stokes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the Stix.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give on the option. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the North Carolina Tarheels offense will take the field for the first time. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Lopez to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's shipped. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Gauze. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Going up top again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gauze. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
6th play of the drive coming up. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Might be looking to run. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a 1st down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Lopez wants to fire. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Love what they did there, putting the big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot, so you get your matchup. You know it's zone coverage. You know you can put it up out there, let him go make a play. That is a recipe.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UNC!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here comes the heat.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Second down coming up. To the air, it's Harrell. Pulls it in, it's Stokes. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the 49ers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Yeah, and the defensive lineman, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
The 49ers will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Gives it on the option. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll leave it with him. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Lopez to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the left. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Young. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Catch in the middle, it's Young. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Caught in the backfield, it's McGowan. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gonna run it, it's Stokes. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Harrell. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The kick is on its way. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a big gain. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And the Tar Heels will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Leaves it with the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Now facing a third and long. Looking to pass, it's Harrell. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a fourth down.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
And the 49ers will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Gauze. Got the first down and still on his feet. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Plenty of distance between them and the Stix here on second down. They'll run play action. Unloads to the right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Lopez wants to fire. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. An 84-yard drive there. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Harrell. On the run, fires downfield. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Going right to work up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Gauze. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Bringing the heat. Trying to escaping. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Lopez to pass. Still looking on the move. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Charlotte. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Jerry Richardson Stadium.
The 49ers will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Lopez wants to fire. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Quickly to the tight end. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Gonna run it, it's Gauze. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the Stix. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
From the gun, the ground game. Makes it past the marker. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
And this is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Quick release on the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Lopez to pass. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Stokes. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the 49ers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Scanning the field, it's Harrell. Grab behind the line, it's Stokes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the 1st.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
The 49ers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Stokes. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, try to get that elusive guy on the ground.
With the catch, it's McGowan. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Look, I know this guy's tiny, but on these slant throws as a DB, you got to get your hands on him because he's just too quick. He's going to cross your face too easy otherwise, and he did right there.
And the 49ers will send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Lopez wants to fire. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
That's caught. It's Johnson. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense, giving up a 3rd down like that is just a gut punch.
In the red area, it's Gauze. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's the handoff. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And right down the middle. They put together an 81-yard drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off play action on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Olsen. Out to the 35-yard line, and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
That's another Charlotte.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Power football with the run.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, he leaves it with the battle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Back to throw, it's Harrell. Fires to the right. And they can't make the play on third down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
The 49ers decide to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Ship. And he used that spin move to put him in the spin cycle and gain extra yardage. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
And the Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
They punted away on 4th down. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires on the run. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Got a man. It's Olsen. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down.
4th down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
Pass interference, defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Under fire. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Harrell. The short hands. It's Nicholas. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Gain of 10. Brings up 3rd down.
And the 49ers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
4th down.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up 4th down.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Caught near the sticks. It's Nicholas.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, said it, go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big 1st down.
The 49ers will line it up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Stokes. He breaks a tackle. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
He'll keep it himself. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Back to pass, it's Harrell. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the offense falls on the ball, but they'll still have to give it up. They're short of the 1st down.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
You know, there are probably a lot of coaches out there with a lead like this that would like to run the ball and see if they could ice this game and bleed the clock. Not this coaching staff. They are going to be aggressive. They are going to continue taking shots.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll send the back in motion. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, this quarterback has had a little bit of success running so far in this game. That time on the option play, nowhere to go, though. Defense, they were in position. They tackled him for a loss.
This defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
Well, with a huge lead, interesting decision. Are you going to try to pad it with a field goal, or do you want to stay aggressive, David?
And what's nice is you got this big lead, so it really doesn't matter whichever you choose, but you can grab the points or you can go to try to put this nail in the coffin.
Lopez to pass. Makes the grab. He is out of bounds, and he did not get there. Couldn't reach the pylon. They'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And they didn't pick up any extra room to operate, but they at least got it back to the original line of scrimmage.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Handoff to the single running back. He has the first and still on his feet. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
And the 49ers have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The 49ers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Quick completion to the right. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And the 49ers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Harrell. Throwing right. It's caught. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Rush is on him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going to run it. He will not pick up the 1st down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. Running back searching for a hole. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.